But now, the focus is on drawing some shapes. One thing I noticed and I realized, especially in the Discord where I do a lot of mentoring type situations there, is that it's simply the brush strokes are an issue. It's a fundamental issue that I didn't realize, I didn't think of. Yeah, for someone that's like a really beginner, a really important thing or skill that you need to master is how to draw literally just how to draw your stuff, if that makes any sense. So in that vein, if you want to just know how to literally put your line and draw your lines on pencil, I just want you all to watch. Hopefully the quality of this is good. So yeah, I have my reference images there, which are a cube and a rectangular prism. Now, most people, this is okay, perfectly okay to do. Sorry, my thing is, let me move my camera a little bit. But when most people draw, they will, 1 second, they will do this. So this is what I've seen it often happens. And I'm not even talking about the fact that you have the stuff showing in the middle, because that's a square, that's a cube, right? That's good to know how to do if you want to learn how to draw. Should probably make the images bigger. Let me try that again, but make it bigger. They'll do this. No. Oh, actually, no, they do this. Sorry. And then, oop, might be making some mistakes. And then they'll match. And yeah, this isn't a problem. There's nothing wrong with doing this, like the fact that the cube is showing. But that's not what I'm checking for here. What I'm checking for is your brush strokes. It's really important of a thing to do, especially when you, when you're trying to observe things and you're trying to practice for yourself. You want to be able to get brush strokes that are essentially quick. You want your brushes to be quick, and you want them to be somewhat accurate but quick. You don't want to have your pencil. This is the thing that actually is the problem for me. You don't want your pencil to linger on the page like that. If I were to draw this, including what I would do, 1, 2, and it takes some practice. It takes some practice to get to this point. If you want, so as you watch, look how I'm holding my hand. See, I'm holding the pencil. You don't have to hold it at the tip here because that forces you to kind of get closer. You can actually hold it more towards like so. Put your hand closer to the middle of the pencil you're using. It can give you a much wider berth to make your sketches. This is what I want to see, essentially. I'm not asking you to like hold the pencil. Essentially, just hold it from the middle and just start. And you can do this for a drawing tablet as well. In that case, I'm pretty sure when you're doing those sketches, not only try not to draw with your hand alone, move your whole arm when you're doing these sketches. So I'm going to try and do a cube real quick. The rectangular prism. Like this. Use your whole arm, move your whole arm like that. It's just like, it's kind of hard to capture initially, but so I'm gonna put X next to this stuff, and but yes, it's kind of hard to intuitively do. So you might not have to necessarily do it all the time, but essentially you're using, at least move your whole wrist. Don't just move your fingers. Use your whole wrist, at least, the bare minimum, use your wrist. So, this, like this, like this, like this. And it's okay, you can see how that line is kind of, it's okay. The reason why I just want to see y'all, and by the way, I'm talking like this because this is mainly made for the Discord people, but I'm going to post this on YouTube as well. So, people can get some of that there as well. But yeah, you can also do this without having that second square or rectangle behind. So let me put a check mark next to this one. Yeah. Also, that's another thing. Try not to. That's what I'm saying. Don't have your pencil heavy on the page. Don't do that. When you're trying to sketch and trying to observe something, you need it to be light. So, like this. You can do it. If you want to make it a bit thicker, you can go over it another time. Just very quick strokes. Very quick strokes. Hang on, let me erase. Very quick strokes. If you look at the sketches I was just showing earlier, if you look at those sketches, you'll see kind of a lot lighter lines. So you really need lighter line work to help you out. You know, let's try some different shapes here. We have a triangular prism. Let's look at that. Same idea. 1, 2, 3. Try to think about it like this. You have a limited amount of lines that you can actually use to draw. Give yourself that limit. You know, you're supposed to have a limited amount of lines to draw. So, you don't want to, don't think about it like you have to, you know, don't do that. You want to draw? Do not do that. No. If they tell you, I want you to draw me a triangle with only 3 lines, do that. That's the idea. So again, to show you what I mean. 1, 2, 3. And again, it's okay if it crosses like that. You're sketching. You're not doing anything crazy right now. Then you can then meet the points, like so. Think about it. I like to call this the economy of lines. You have an economy of lines. You're limited in what you can do. When you're sketching, you want to try and capture that entire part of the whatever you're drawing as quickly as possible. So you want to use the least amount of lines to capture that. That's the idea. So I'm gonna do a couple more here just so y'all can see. Let me find a different shape though. Oh, let's do a sphere, because a sphere is actually low-key hard to do in this idea, but I'm gonna try. See, I might mess up here. Let's try and do a sphere real quick. For what I would do a sphere, I'd probably use like 2 to 3 lines. 2 and 3. Hang on. See, I messed up already, but hang on. But it's the same idea. You should be attempting to do the same thing. Like this. I think with spheres you can probably use a bit more. Of course, if you're drawing digitally, I would rather you just use the circle tool. But yeah, that's the idea. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but what I like for those who are really trying to get into art is to learn how to make some light lines. So I'm not even gonna put a tick in this one because I did a couple more lines there. I'm just gonna do something like this in the middle. For a cylinder, same idea. You want to try and make let me tell you this. At least for straight forms, you should try to have it's okay to have multiple lines and all that stuff if you're doing a circular thing. But if it's a straight line, you need to be able to do a straight line, like a straight line, literally. Like this. Like that. So I guess some practice that you can do if you wanted to get the habit, you want to understand how to do the line strength that way. So I'm gonna do in the corner here. 1, 2. You need to be able to. Don't do this. Don't hold on to your thing. Don't do that. Do this. When you're drawing any straight lines, it's okay if it's a little curved, but you need to be able to get how to do that. Get that straight line kind of going. I hope y'all are catching what I'm throwing. But let's do that cone. Let me move that so y'all can see that better. We got a pyramid and a cone, so I'm going to try with the pyramid and cone. Got that first line, the second line, and then with this, I mean, you have a bit more freedom because it's curved. It's hard. I know there are artists who can definitely do it. For me, it's a bit hard to get curved forms in a single try. So yeah, that's the idea. But the straight line portion should be completely straight. Here we got a triangular or rectangular prism, I believe. No, a triangular prism? A pyramid. Literally the name is right there. I don't know why I'm doing all that. 1, 2. You probably should start with the cube on the bottom or on the bottom. So let me just do that. 1, 2, then if you're worried about like, oh my gosh, I overwent the line, just erase. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to worry about that. 1, 2. Oop, I messed up that line. I can always just go back, erase it, come back. Like that. Hope y'all can see. That's the idea. But essentially, you want to gain control. I mean, actually, probably should show the whole page real quick. You want to gain control of your, how do I say? You want to gain control of your lines. Establish control of your lines. And the way you do that is not by holding. And again, I want to show that again. You don't want to hold onto your line like this. In fact, when you're sketching, it should not be this thick unless you're going over it like repeatedly for whatever reason, like you're hatching or whatever. You want to have quick lines like that, like that, like that. So I'm just doing off the dome. This quick lines. And it can also help you with shapes from perspective. So if I want to do a triangular prism, perspective. No, not a rectangular prism, sorry. This. It's okay if it's a little curved, but that's the idea. The most important part is that you have that brushstroke quick, sharp, neat. So yeah. I hope this helped. If you feel like you need another video kind of doing this again, please feel free to let me know about that. I would love. Let me just move the camera back so I can get a wider view. If you need another video kind of going over this, absolutely let me know. I'll make one. But yeah, this is mainly for the Discord group, but I'm going to post this on YouTube because I feel like it'd be helpful for the general YouTube population as well. But yes, just to go over, just to recap. Think when you're doing sketching, when you're starting off, this is for really beginner artists who are really trying to start with cubes, for example. People who say, when you hear people say that, oh, I can only draw stick people. That's not true, but just letting you know this. You have an economy of lines. You want to create whatever shape, whatever you're drawing. Even when you get way past this and you start drawing people, you want to be able to create that image in your way. That's like your art style. So I'm trying not to say art style. I don't want to scare people because, like, you know, art style is really a point of contention for a lot of artists because it's kind of difficult to find. But the idea is you have an economy of lines. So when you want to create whatever art piece or sketch you want to do it with as least work as possible. But even with that least work, you should be able to capture what is in front of you, what you're referencing, right? So you want to make stuff with the least amount of stress. One, you want to make stuff with the least amount of lines. And how you do that is by getting control of your strokes. So you should not be holding onto your pencil. Just go again. You should not be holding onto your pencil like that. Be quick. 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 See what I'm saying? It's okay if you have stuff like this that goes past the line. That's okay. But if you're getting that level of control over your strokes, yeah, like this, it's okay. It's okay to have that. But what this does, it helps you, one, sketch faster, and one, it helps you sketch faster, and two, you're focusing more on getting those forms and like holding your lines. So a bit of a homework / practice y'all can do. I've already given, first off, join the Discord because I do a lot of stuff like this on the Discord. So join that Discord if you haven't yet. The link should be in the what's that called? The link tree as well. It should be there as well, and down in the description. But yes, join the Discord. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. Join the Discord because you're gonna see a lot of stuff like this. That's the first thing. But on your own, if you just want to do something on your own, you ain't trying to do all that. Practice drawing shapes. Just let me zoom out of this my reference image here. Yeah, just zoom in just enough for y'all to see. Okay. Practice drawing shapes. Give yourself like a day or some time to draw like 100 shapes like a week. Give yourself time to draw like 100 shapes a week. And remember, when you're drawing those shapes, do not hold the line. Don't hold the line. Get that line. If it's a circular thing, then you can give yourself. You shouldn't even hold line either. You can give yourself some time to do that. But as for the straight parts, the straight portions of your sketch, do not hold the line. Do a brushstroke. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you have an awesome rest of your week. And as always, enjoy.